What's going on, brothers and sisters? Hit that like button. Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Thank you all for coming in.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Yes. How we all doing in the room this evening or tonight, right? Once again, shalom, peace and blessings to everybody who is coming in. Welcome back to the Born of Levi experience here on G.O.C.C Media. I am your host, Deacon Hazak, and I would like to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to the Most High, Ahaya Ba'Shem Yeshaya Wakudash. Right? How is everybody doing in the room? And, I need y'all help real quick. If I'm coming in nice and clear, no echoes, no static, please drop a quam in the chat. Help a brother out. Drop a quam in the chat, brothers and sisters. And I know you guys see the title of tonight's broadcast. Can the beast system be stopped? And what does this mean for the future generation? Right? What does that mean? Okay, praise the Most High. I see the qualms coming in. All praises, all praises. All right. And I hope you guys are having a good week or had a great week. The week is almost done. We about to head to the Shabbat already, right? These days is just coming faster and faster, right? I'm trying to fix these headphones, right? It's coming faster and faster. Every time we blink or we turn around, we heading back into the Shabbat. But nonetheless, it's all the Most High's doing. So praise the Most High for that, right? All right. Let me just get right into it. As you already know, like I do every week, right? I definitely gotta give my shout outs. I gotta do my my commercials real quick. So once again, welcome back to the Born Levi experience, brother and sisters. I'm your host, Deacon Hazak, and this episode of the Born of Levi experience is actually brought to you by the Hebrew and Bible Academy. Join us for the next academy, Mastering the Wisdom of the Bible. Please, brothers and sisters, it's not too late to enroll, right? Seats are still filling up, and the administration team is working hard behind the scene to fill up these seats. We're still taking enrollments. So please, if you want to join this academy, please visit historytimes.org and enroll there. And what will we be learning this semester? I'm going to call it semester because it is actually a school type of environment, right? We have brand new lessons, the identity of Ruth, right? We got to go into that. The Jewish relationship with the tribe of Judah. I know that sounds weird, but there is a relationship between the Jewish people and the tribe of Judah. 70 angels and their connection to the secrets of the times, right? Understanding the times, understanding prophecy, understanding where we are according to the calendar that was given to us by the Most High, but delivered to Enoch first, right? The full breakdown of the 24 elders in Revelations, marriage, roundtable discussion with special guests that's to be announced, right? Walking with the commandments in Christ, understanding how to walk in this life, following Christ and keeping the commandments. And you don't want to miss out on the new segments with Elder Rawchaa and Elder Rawchaa. And let's not forget learning the Hebrew, conversational Hebrew with Elder Lawya. So if you brothers and sisters are interested in the Hebrew and Bible Academy, please visit historytimes.org and you can enroll there. Whew, that was a mouthful, but I hope you guys was able to ingest what I just gave out, right? But yeah, let's move right along. Nonetheless, we're gonna go into the lesson, man. And I want to start it with this, man. Like I said, we see what's happening on the earth. And listen, I got a beautiful story for you. Well, I don't want to say beautiful, but it's like an eye-opening story, something that actually happened this week. And a lot of you probably who's already in the know probably already heard of this story, but I'm not going to start there first. I'm going to start here. This is where I want to start first. Start with the scriptures. In Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, brothers and sisters, it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. So there was a prophecy that was given to Daniel while in the Babylonian captivity about a remote generation. And I believe, and we do believe, that this is the generation that Daniel was given insight to. And the angel told Daniel, let me finish it off at verse 4, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So that's what the angel told Daniel, that in the last days, knowledge should be increased, right? And not just knowledge, but also technology, because technology also comes from knowledge. Like, you got to have the knowledge to know how to build certain things. And I've said this before, and I know you guys probably, you guys heard Elder say this as well. Mankind, there's only so far the human mind could lead us to think or to be able to create, unless there's another unseen force behind your thinking. Technology, and I'm gonna pull this up too. I'm gonna show you guys something as well too, as far as how advanced technology has gotten within the past 100 years. So if we count back 100 years from here, it'll be what? 1924. But even before 1924, even further than the early 1900s, the progression of technology that's been on this earth, it's jaw-dropping. I mean, things that we've never seen are things that we've only heard of in sci-fi films is actually now becoming a reality. Autonomous driving vehicles. That was a thing that we've seen in movies. We're here now. We have vehicles that can drive themselves. You don't feel like parking, you're lazy, you just push a button and the car will park itself. Not just that, Tesla, with y'all favorite friend Elon Musk, and we're gonna talk about Elon Musk. He's gonna be the main focal point of this particular broadcast. But with the technology that he has, and like I was saying, the point that I was making in the beginning, there's only so far that the human mind could think to bring forth witty inventions. And we understand that the Holy Spirit, when she's dealing with certain people, well, she deals with all mankind, and she gives wisdom to every nation. She gives mankind some witty inventions. But there's certain inventions that's like, yo, how did you guys think to create this? It just makes one think like, yo, how did you know if you put these two things together, this is what you're going to get? How did your mind think that? Now we get the understanding of the term genius. The word genius is a short term for genie, a jinn. And they understand that, or when you actually look at the definition, I should pull it up. Let me see how I can pull it up on the screen. Right? When you pull it up, it actually tells you that a genius is a demon. Right? I'll figure this out in a few. Right? So now, are people really geniuses? So now, going back to how advanced technology has gone or has gotten in the past 100 years, one would question, why is technology so rapidly advancing to the point of like no return? Is it a distraction? Is there something really behind the technology that we're being given? And I believe it is. Is it for the betterment of mankind, or for its destruction? Let's look at this real quick. And brothers and sisters, please hit that like button on your way in. We're gonna talk about it. Pull that up already. So now, look at this. 20 groundbreaking inventions from the last 100 years. So it says every year brings new inventions. Some permanently change our lives almost overnight. And I'm telling y'all, the inventions that they got coming up is definitely going to change our lives on a biblical scale. Right? Some take time to become part of the furniture, and some disappear as soon as they are patented. Right? But let's look at this. So 20 of them, right? We got the computer. And if it wasn't for the computer, I wouldn't be able to be before you right now. You guys are seeing my face through a computer. That was unheard of 100 years ago. Can you imagine? The smartphone. Everybody has one of these now. It's actually they found a way to downsize the computer and put it in your pocket. What else we got here? The electronic television. Can you imagine watching TV on something like this? But back then, this was it was like, yo, what is this? The magic box, right? The compact cassette tape. We could keep going. The microwave oven. Video game consoles. And speaking of video games, we're going to talk about that too. Yeah, virtual reality. We're going to talk about that. So video games have come a long way. Where you can now put on some glasses and be in the game. Why is that? I don't even know what this is. An ARPANET. I don't know what that is. This is the whole reason you're reading this piece is because of the 1969 system originally invented as a countermeasure by the Americans in the event of a nuclear attack. Okay. So I guess this measures nuclear attacks, I guess. Or advanced research projects. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. The World Wide Web. Hence, another platform that we're using to be able to stream throughout the four corners of the earth. Let's read this because I've seen the word CERNs here, so I want to read this. It says, whilst many see the internet and the acronym WWW as being one of the same, they are two separate. Look at this. I didn't even know this was here. They are two separate beasts. And we're going to be talking about this beast system. They are two separate beasts. The internet is the system behind the page you're now viewing. Fix my screen a little. Right? Where was I? Yeah, the World Wide Web is the system of interlinked documents across the internet. This is all down to Sir Tim Berners-Lee, who in 1989 was working as a software engineer for CERN. And that's crazy. We thought CERN was something that just came out of nowhere, but here it is. They've been working on CERN since 1989. This man was a software engineer. I gotta look him up. I don't even know who he is, but he was a software engineer for CERNs. And it's crazy because we're going to talk about CERNs just a little bit, nothing too much. He realized the potential of linking computers together, hence creating a supercomputer. And speaking of supercomputers, there's this, supposedly there's this big supercomputer out in Brussels, in Belgium, called the Beast. It's like the world's fastest, smartest, advanced piece of software or computer known to man. I wouldn't even say software, hardware. Right? What else we got here? Compact disc. Right? Is there anybody? Okay, I can't verify this. The moon landing, none of us could verify this, so we're gonna skip that. The mobile phone, flash drives. All right, so it goes on and on and on and on again, right? All these sliced bread. That's one of the newest inventions. Okay, I bet you our forefathers been with slicing bread. They just got hip to it in the 1900s, right? But technology has advanced far beyond the human imagination. Right? The book of Daniel tells us that knowledge shall increase in the earth, and people shall run to and fro to find it. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna preference this. Let's go to, matter of fact, I'll just go right to it. I don't know if you guys heard about what happened this week. Let me type it up. This is crazy. I'm going to pull up the article first before I show you guys a video. All right. So this happened this week. And it's like since this pagan Gregorian year turned to 2024, it's like, oh, come on. Oh, it's like something after something after something being unveiled or being seen. It's crazy, but I'm going to show you this. And like I said, most of you guys already seen this already. Y'all favorite friend, Elon Musk. Elon Musk says Neuralink has implanted its first brain chip in human. I don't know if y'all see this. It says Elon Musk has reported that the first human being has been implanted with a brain chip. Neuralink. Elon Musk, the billionaire, founder of the neural technology company Neuralink, has said the first human received an implant from the brain chip startup and is recovering well. Y'all see that? So somebody's and they won't disclose this person's name, but he's out there and he's recovering. What else? Matter of fact, let me just go to the videos. But before I go to that video, and this was something that this was like, let me see. This was 4 years. I'm gonna show this video. This was 4 years ago, right? So 4 years ago to date, this is when he was speaking about this brain chip technology that would be put into mankind. It's like 2019 going on. So 2019, towards the end of 2019 into 2020. And we all know what happened in 2020. So this says here, Elon Musk reveals plans to implant computer chips into brains. And now you see, and this is what I was saying from the beginning. Like, who would think to put a computer chip in your brain? And not only, okay, there's one thing to think it before I play this, but I gotta say this, because I need y'all to see how I'm thinking. There's one way to think it, but how do you have the technology to go in and actually make it work? Who gave you that information? Who? So you're going to tell me that he was in his room somewhere and was crunching numbers and writing numbers on a paper and did the math and found out that the science worked? And the people who's disillusioned by science is not even thinking, I don't even think they're thinking this through. As if a mere man could think of something this powerful as a man to do to humans. Not thinking that there's an unseen hand or there's an outside force, aiding this. So fair use. I just want to use this for educational purposes, right? Can we hear?
Well, Elon Musk's next project isn't a car or a spaceship or a solar panel. The executive's latest startup is called Neuralink, which focuses on the goal of implanting chips into human brains and also connecting brains to computers. Here's what Elon Musk said at a conference in California about the technology.
And this was 4 years ago, too.
Last night.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases. And ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization relative to AI.
So that's the pitch. The pitch is they want to do this because they want to cure certain incurable diseases, like people who are what you call them I forgot the term, paraplegics. That's what I was about to say, antiplegics. People who are paraplegics, people who have lost motor function to their limbs, and they want to supposedly, allegedly, they want to, or according to Elon Musk, they want to be able to implant the chip in your brain to give you functions of your body if you have lost those motor functions, and to cure certain diseases. But the scripture tells us that the Most High gave us the trees and the leaves of the trees and the herbs for healing of the nations. So why would you need a computer chip for that?
This, I think, has tremendous potential, and we hope to have this aspirationally in a human patient before the end of next year. So this is not far.
So their hope was to have it by the end of that year, which was 2020, but 2024, they actually accomplished it. The beginning of the year.
Not far, he says. The implantation of the neuron, the implantation of the neuron-sized threads requires the use of a special robot, but Musk said it's a minimally invasive surgery. So Thornton, I'm sure that means you'll be getting one soon.
A minimal invasive surgery. There's nothing about that even looks minimal. Nothing about that looks minimal. For you to drill something through your skull and to run these wires through your skull and into your brain, like, can you imagine? So this was 4 years ago. This was 4 years ago. Now, where am I now? Fast forward. Let me see this. That was 4 years ago. Now, 2 days ago, this story broke the news. Fair use.
Neuralink, the brainchild of Elon Musk, has just achieved a remarkable milestone, its first successful human brain implant. This event marks not just a significant step for Neuralink, but a giant leap in the realm of brain-computer interfaces. In a post on X, or Twitter, Musk said that the patient is recovering well and that the initial results of the procedure were promising. Musk added that Neuralink's first product would be called telepathy. He claims it will enable you.
He said the product name is called telepathy. Telepathic communication. So basically I will let it explain it, but they want the brain to be able to seamlessly connect to the internet.
Control of your phone or computer, and through them almost any device, just by thinking, he said Monday. Elon added that the product's first initial users will likely be people who have lost the use of their limbs.
You see?
Imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer, he wrote. That is the goal. Neuralink has conducted extensive experiments on monkeys and other animals to refine their technology. One of the most notable demonstrations was in April 2021, when a monkey, implanted with a Neuralink device, successfully played the game Pong, using its mind. These trials, while critical for technological advancement, have raised ethical questions and concerns about animal welfare in scientific research. Neuralink, since its inception in 2016, has been at the forefront of neurotechnology.
So they went ahead and said, all right, well, the monkey is good, so let's start human trials already. So the monkey, and I seen a post that Elon Musk said they weren't using healthy monkeys. They were using terminal monkeys, basically monkeys that were terminally ill, that was ready to die anyways. I don't believe that story because that monkey looked like it was well, but they tested it on monkeys. Now it's like, all right, we're good to go. Monkey's alive, so. But this is why no one could say that our book, the book that the Most High gave us, is not real. Because here it is, we're witnessing what the Most High said, or what Christ told John on the Isle of Patmos they would attempt to do. What is that, y'all may ask? Let's go there. Let me just read it real quick, since I'm already on that topic. I'm going to the book of Revelations. Book of Revelations, chapter 13, right? Look at this, brothers and sisters. So, in the book of Revelations, chapter 13, I'm going to start at verse 16 so you guys could see it. So it says, Revelations 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Could that forehead be synonymous with your brain, your frontal lobe? And you understand what I'm saying? They're implementing a chip in your brain. And what did he say that chip would allow people to do? To seamlessly interact with your smartphone, your computer, send messages, call your wife, send an email, just by thinking. Using the term for the device, it's going to be called telepathy. Right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So here it is. We're progressing towards this mark. Humanity and the world is progressing towards this beast system. First of all, we're already in the beast system, but it's about to be full beast mode just now. When we're seeing and we're hearing the reports of the first person to receive the brain chip in their head. I can't wait till they roll him out and show who this person is. Who he is and what is he going to be able to do with his brain? Like, that's what I want to see. And there's something called, like, I know we all know of this term called predictive programming, where they would play stuff on TV or in a movie to program people. But there's another term, but that it's used for software development. It's called what is it called? Adaptive programming. Yeah, that's what it is. It's called adaptive programming. Where let me show you this. Adaptive programming. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Right? An adaptive program is one that changes its behavior based on the current state of its environment. The notion of adaptivity is formalized, and a logic for reasoning about adaptive programs is presented. So this is more so for coding and programming, right? But can that be so for a human being? Can a human being change its natural state of behavior based off of its environment? I'm here to tell y'all yes. So I don't know how it is for or what it is in y'all city, whatever cities you guys are from. I know out here, the transit system out here, they started implementing tap and go features. You tap and pay, right? But we've seen that in a lot of department stores. Like almost every store that you could shop or you could buy from has the tap and pay feature. All of your debit cards, your new debit cards and credit cards now comes with that tap and go, that tap and pay feature. Your iPhone has that, right? Yeah, if you have a smartwatch, it has that, right? So is that a form of adaptive programming? Just curious. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's a form of adaptive programming? I say it is, because why? You get everybody accustomed of doing something, and you're basically training their minds to phase out the old method of how they used to operate. Before, we used to pull cash out. Before there was any such thing as credit cards and debit cards, you had to pay. Matter of fact, before there was anything of paper cash, you paid in gold. The U.S. government was like, yeah, you know what? All right, give us all your gold, because gold is heavy. You don't want to carry gold. Gold is too heavy for you to put in your pocket. So just bring all your gold to the bank, and we'll give you a promissory note, which is a dollar bill, a bill. We'll give you bills. It's called a promissory note, a promise to pay. So we transitioned from trading gold and silver to getting nickels and dimes and dollar bills. Then as technology advanced and time went on, we have a better system for you. Just keep your money in the bank and just swipe your card everywhere you go. Now, technology is advancing more. You don't got to swipe anymore. Just tap it. So it's acclimating mankind into the ease of access. And that's what it is, because who doesn't like convenience? It's all about convenience. The thought of having everything stored on a chip that's in your brain or that's in your right hand. All of your medical records, all of your passwords. You want to scroll through all your photos that you've ever seen, that you ever took in your life. Yeah, just download it on the chip in your brain. You want to send it just by thinking. Yeah, just close your eyes and blink twice. And we'll send an email to your other friend with the brain chip in his brain. Ease of access. Right now, we got the tap and go features everywhere you turn. You can tap and pay. I'm not going to lie. It's a convenience. But don't think that they're just giving it to you because just for the convenience. They have to prep you into the next phase. And this is why I asked the question, can the B system be stopped? No, it's not. It can't be stopped because it's here. It was prophesied to be here. Right? It was prophesied to be here. Hold on. Did I finish all of that in the video? Let me go back to the video for a little bit more. Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. What's going on? Peace and blessings for those who's coming in. Do me a favor, hit the like button and drive the traffic so we could talk about this. Let me just play the rest of this a little bit.
Aiming to meld the human brain with advanced computing capabilities. At its core, Neuralink's mission extends beyond medical applications. It envisions a future where we can expand our cognitive abilities, revolutionize communication, and even integrate human consciousness with artificial intelligence. The technology behind this ambitious project involves implanting ultra-thin electrodes, called threads, into the brain, linked to a sophisticated microchip. This setup aims to facilitate a...
Like, why would you want that in your head? Like, you want to send a message that bad? You want to connect to the internet that bad that you will put something into your brain to be able to do it faster? Like, I wonder if the guy who got the brain chip installed 2 days ago, did he ask, so what are the side effects? I wonder, because every time you see those commercials about these about certain prescription drugs and all that stuff, they always got the disclaimer at the end. If you experience heart attack, and they talk really fast too. So and in the midst of all, you catch a stroke. What? Stroke? Heart attack? Huh? Thoughts of suicide? What? But they mask the side effects with the happy music in the background, the guy riding the bike in the sunshine, chasing his dog with the hose, but the side effects is leads to death. But that don't matter though, because you're gonna have fun riding your bike into the sunset. So now, yeah, you'll be able to send messages at lightning speed fast. Right? Your phone not gonna be able to keep up, but your brain will. But yeah, the side effects, yeah, you could just end up brain dead. But if I'm brain dead, what's the use of having the chip anymore? I can't use the chip because I'm brain dead now. They don't, like, what's the side effects? I want to know what the side effects are. But
seamless connection between our neural pathways and external devices. Looking ahead, the potential applications of Neuralink's technology are staggering. Imagine a world where paralysis or severe spinal cord injuries are no longer life-limiting conditions, and where people can regain control of their limbs through neural implants.
And I believe that's going to be the least of your problems, being paralyzed. You ain't going to be worrying about being paralyzed when that thing is in your head.
Or consider the profound impact on learning and education, where acquiring new skills could be as simple as downloading data directly to the brain.
Wow.
Neuralink's...
You know what that reminds me of? I'm sorry I keep cutting it off. But if any of y'all seen the movie Matrix back in the day, and if you're too young to remember it, go back and watch it. Y'all remember the Matrix? When they was plugging into the Matrix through their brain, there was this long this cord and with a long needle that would strap to the back of their necks. And then they was in the computer or in the beast. But
recent achievement marks a new chapter in human evolution, one filled with incredible potential, but also warranting cautious optimism. We're stepping into a future where the boundaries between human cognition and artificial intelligence blur.
Right. And I want you guys to remember that, because they're trying to merge man with artificial intelligence. Remember that. They're trying to merge man with artificial intelligence, AI. Right? Revelations 9:1, it says, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven, unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. So there was an angel that fell, or a star that fell. We would say it was an angel that fell. And with him, he had the keys to the bottomless pit. And I remember a while back, I spoke about CERNs. What is CERNs? CERN is a portal, is a gateway. They found a way to open up the bottomless pit. We actually are witnessing them opening the bottomless pit. This is how that's being fulfilled, right? There was an article years ago when they first put CERNs online. There was a group of scientists, and some of them, they was like, "Yo, I'm not with this. I'm done with this." They quit because when they turned it on, they seen a portal open up, and there was these beings on the other side, scary looking beings on the other side, trying to come through. And one of the scientists realized, like, yo, we're opening the portals of hell. So that angel that had the keys to the bottomless pit gave it to them to understand how to build CERNs. And if y'all see how that thing looks, that thing stretches across the whole, almost the whole country. Not all, the whole, but a large part of the country. It expands, or it covers. And there's just a whole bunch of wires. And like, how did y'all learn to build that? Who gave you the answers? We're reading it. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from the heaven unto the earth, and unto him was given the keys to the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. Right? And it says, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given the power as a scorpion of the earth have power. But I'll digress from this. So the bottomless pit is open. Legions of demons have been released. So according to the book of Enoch, the sole purposes of these demons is to inhabit mankind, inhabit people, or to use people so they can fulfill their lusts, to do battle, to hurt, to kill, to destroy, cause mischief. All of the wickedness that you see and all of the evil that you see on the earth, there's a spirit behind those actions. So now, with this new advanced technology of merging man and AI, why do you think they need to merge man with AI? Look at this. This video was 9 years ago. What Elon Musk said. Y'all need to hear this. Elon Musk on AI. We are summoning the demon. This video came out 9 years ago. And 9 years later, they figured out how to implant a microchip into someone's brain. But let's watch this real quick. Fair use.
It's hard to call Elon Musk a technophobe. The Tesla CEO has been a vocal proponent of space exploration, the electric car, and something called a hyperloop. But there's one bit of future tech Musk isn't so keen on: artificial intelligence. And during a recent MIT Aerospace Symposium, Musk issued a grave warning about the potential dangers of AI research.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those.
And look how he just casually just says it. He says it so casual, like you would think nothing of what he just said. Like, yeah, that's normal. Yeah, we release demons that we release demons every day. Yeah, it's nothing to see here. Yeah, you got that right. What? He said it like that's normal.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where
no one in the crowd said anything. No one laughed. No one said, "Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? Huh? Demon? Huh? What?" No one said anything. Not even the person he's interviewing. That's interviewing him.
There's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, "Yeah, he's sure he can control the demon." Didn't work out.
Of course, we've all seen plenty of big-budget sci-fi warnings about havoc-wreaking robots, but Musk has actually been pretty consistent with his AI phobia. In June, he told CNBC his investments in AI research were meant to keep an eye on the technology, and a tweet from early August warned artificial intelligence could be potentially more dangerous than nukes. But this is the first time demons have been brought into the conversation, and a few sites took Musk to task for his hyperbole. A CNET writer quips, "Who knows what demonic hellscape could emerge if we ever let artificially intelligent machines get a hold of a Ouija board." While Mashable writes, "Forget Tony Stark, the comic book character most often associated with Musk. It may be time to start thinking Doctor Strange. Pentagram? Really, Elon?" The concerns of Musk are somewhat timely. AI research has hit a new wave of popularity among big tech companies. Google recently acquired 2 artificial intelligence companies, adding to its growing stable of AI researchers. And Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg mentioned artificial intelligence was a key part of Facebook's mission in his much talked about Chinese Q&A.
So AI was a big part of Elon Musk's Facebook. So are demons behind AI? So now Elon Musk said it 9 years ago. We're literally summoning demons with AI. We see that the angels of the bottomless pit gave them the ingenuity and the technology to release these demons. According to the book of Enoch, these demons gonna need hosts. So why not implant the chip in your brain so that way now the demon can connect with you? Yeah, you're gonna use telepathy to communicate. You're just basically gonna just use one demon to communicate to the next demon that's in the next person. This is the beast system. This is their game. This is their aim. You know, they talk about merging man with machine. That merging man with machine is the only way they're gonna be able to possibly have mankind be inhabited or overtaken by millions of demons willingly. They found a way where a demon could just inhabit you without having to open up your vessel. And the way they open you up now is just by that chip in your brain. AI. He said it 9 years ago. Yo, with AI, we're literally summoning a demon. And how ironic that feature in the Tesla car that allows the car to drive autonomously or by itself. Guess what the name of that feature is called? Summon. The feature in the Tesla car that allows the car to drive by itself is called summon. Is that a coincidence? What are you summoning? When you summon something, like what? Hold on, let me see something here. Let's go to my good old friend, etymology.com. Etymology online. Let's go there. Let's look at the word together, what it means to summon. Because maybe I don't understand what that word means. Let's look at it together, y'all. And I always tell y'all about this tool. You want to use this tool. You want to get, you know, the earlier use of a word and the origin of it. You want to get the etymology of these words so you could fully understand of what you're talking about or what you're reading. So summon, right, from the 12th century. Sumin, probably Latin. It says call. Who are you calling? Or yeah, call. Send for, ask the presence of, especially call, cite, or notify. Okay. 13th century from Anglo-French. I don't want to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Souvenir, I believe. My French is not good. And directly from the Old French, right? Let's see. Let's go down. Well, that's all y'all got for me? One who summons by authority. Okay. So we see summon means to call upon, right? But who are you calling upon, and what kind of technology is being called upon when you're using these devices? I'm just saying. I mean, technology is fun, but you know, we got to be very careful with it, even with the stuff that we're using all around us right now, right? So there was something else I wanted to read. I forget what it slipped my mind. It really slipped my mind what I was going to read next. Where was I? Let me go back here.
But despite smarter and smarter computer algorithms, most experts still say AI development is a long way off. A recent Computer World article noted that while there have been a lot of developments on specific aspects of AI, other pieces of the puzzle haven't seen any recent progress. For the record, the recent MIT talk Musk gave focused mostly on space exploration and Mars rather than satanic androids.
So, look, all right, so we got to figure out who this guy really is. Because look what he's focused on. Technology, right? Good. But he's involved first with the Tesla car. Okay, it's nice, it's cool, right? Has a feature called summon in it. Okay, all right. It's nothing to see here, right? He claims that them using AI, they're summoning a demon, right? So that's one thing. That's another thing that he's into. He started a company called SpaceX. Like, no one questioned him. He just bought these rockets, these propulsion engines, and just started shooting rockets into the sky. He didn't need no clearance. The government didn't step in and say, hey, you can't do that. What are you talking about? I'm Elon Musk. I'm rich. So he started SpaceX, sending things into the sky. And now he has Neuralink. All four of these things scream to me. I don't know about y'all, but it screams to me Lucifer. Like Lucifer. Yeah, if you call on him, you'd probably try to summon him. And I hope nobody's trying to do that. What else? Lucifer said eventually he would try to get back into the heavens through the sides of the north. He's going to cause everyone, both small and great, rich and free, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. Is this guy working for Satan himself? Think about it. Just look at all of the prophecies concerning what Lucifer or what Satan is trying to do on this earth. And who's the forerunner? for what Satan wants to do. He wants to get back into the heavens. This guy has SpaceX. Right now, he's the only person on Earth who can successfully shoot up an engine to the sky or a spacecraft into the sky and successfully land it. A lot of people have been trying to do that and they've been failing. And he's doing it. And he has the money. He's a billionaire. Satan want to get back into heaven. He got SpaceX. Satan want to cause all men, women, and children to receive a mark in their head. He got Neuralink to merge man with machine. Satan wants to be all knowing like the Most High. Neuralink, or the chip in your brain, is gonna allow you to connect straight to the beast, or straight to the massive computer, supercomputer. You'll always be connected to an online source. So hold on. Is it fair to say that Elon Musk is working for Satan? Is it fair to say that, brothers and sisters? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Is it fair to say that? Because I don't know. You know that saying, if the shoe fit. The shoe is the exact size of Elon Musk's foot right now. The shoe is the exact size of his foot. Let me go to here. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta tell me something. This is Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So the battle that we're all in right now is not against another man. It's not against flesh and blood, meaning a human being, because the only thing that's flesh and blood is us, mankind. It says the battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Principalities. These are different ranking spirits, angels, fallen ones, I should say. Against powers. Another word for powers is what? Gods. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. So there's rulers over the darkness that's happening on this world. All of the darkness that's happening on this world, all of the evil, even the advancement of all of these technologies is part of their darkness, depending on how dark you're trying to get. It says, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So the scriptures tells us who this battle is really with. And this is the reason why the scripture commands us, love not the world, neither the things that are in this world. Because this world has been given, according to the book of Job, this world has been given over to the hand of the wicked. Who can tell? So now we see why we shouldn't fall in love with this world. Now we see why we shouldn't strive to obtain too much of this world. Obtain to get by, yeah. Have sufficient for tomorrow, yes. Prepare for you and your household, yes. But to store up treasures like that, like the man in Christ's parable, who broke down half of his house to build more, to store more of the wealth of this world. To what purpose? The Most High looked at him and said, "Thou fool, you don't even know that tomorrow I'm going to call your soul." Then who these things is going to be for? So we at war with these principalities that want us out the way. So why not give mankind all this technology? Why not give them access to all of these things? Yeah, why not? Because it's going to be used to destroy them anyways. And matter of fact, we're going to make it so that way they can't live without the technology that we've given them. And me saying that brings me back to that movie. And I don't know if you still didn't see that movie yet. Shame on you. That's on you, because I'm going to spoil it anyways. Leave the world behind. If you still didn't see that movie, come on, we've been talking about that joint for a while now. And in that movie, Leave the World Behind, there was a little girl in the movie who was attached to her iPad. And she was obsessed with the show called Friends. And she was at the last episode, but she couldn't get to finish it because an EMP hit New York City. Right? So she couldn't get to finish her show. And she was driving herself crazy to the point where she was even considering suicide because she didn't know how to exist without technology. And I believe that this is their plan to get us so wrapped up into technology, to where we can't function without it. And they're going to come like the saviors and be like, you know what? We can help you. We understand that you don't have any internet. You don't have any money to pay the internet. Okay. You don't have any groceries in the house either. But we have something that can help you. I just need you to sign here, here, and here for this medical procedure. It's free of charge. Or matter of fact, we'll deduct it from your pay every time you get paid. Because now you can get paid now through this new system that we've implemented. So you mean I got to put that thing in my brain? Nah, if you don't got to put that one in you. I mean, the chip in the brain is for those who can afford it. For you guys, we have something that, is just a minor procedure. It's no cost to you at all. We'll bill your insurance company. Just put this little chip in your right hand. And we'll download all of your information into this chip. And you'll be able to have access to all of the things that you've lost before the EMP strike. Like you, I in my mind, I could foresee like how they're gonna do this thing. Shut off all the power. When the power comes back, all your information is lost, but everything is on a database. We could get it back for you, though. We could get it back for you. And like I said about technology, it's like they want us to be so engulfed in technology to the point where we can't live without it. Look at this, guys.
Okay, so this is my review of the MetaQuest 3.
Look at this thing on his head. The MetaQuest 3, right? And I'm pretty sure this is just like what I was talking about earlier about the adaptive programming. Get you so used to just being integrated in an augmented reality. You know what? We got a better solution for you. You could lose this big old helmet that's on your head, and this chip right here, we could just put it in your brain. You'll be able to do everything that you're doing with the binoculars on your face, but minus the binoculars. It's gonna be in your brain now.
Hard to not say Oculus Quest. Oh, and yes, I'm using pass-through right now. I can see the camera. I can see the room behind me. You know what? I'll start recording so that you can see what I'm seeing. Oh, there we are. We're recording. All right.
Look at that, y'all.
I need you to be out of the way, though. Okay, what?
So this is like a bait. Like they're baiting us. Like, yo. But even that looks crazy. Like that, the fact that you can do this is like a computer out of thin air. But I'm pretty sure they already have the technology where people are already doing it seamlessly with the chip in their brain.
Right there. Okay. There. Yeah. So the big difference with the Meta Quest 3 is that it uses pass-through, right? It has cameras that are full color cameras that allow you to see your entire house. And it's weird, right? It's not good cameras, but it's definitely a lot better than what they used to use, which was just kind of a black and white pass-through just so you could tell where you were at the time. But right now, this experience, having your window exist in real life just as you use your hands and stuff, has convinced me that this is the future. Not this, but the idea of it. Oh,
you heard what he said? That this is the future. And he said not the thing that's on his head, but the interface. Being able to be sitting down anywhere and in real time connect with the internet. So you don't gotta tell me, if they offered him the chance to have the chip in his brain, he's taking it, because he's already fully engulfed in the technology. He said that this is the future, not the binoculars on your face, but the interface that I'm interacting with.
Oh, we're not doing that now. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I'm in VR now. Oh, look it. Virtual hands. What up? This is strange. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, though. Can we switch back? What did I hit? There we go. Pass through. Ah, there we are. We're back. Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Close this.
Wouldn't you all want to do this? Don't that look like something that you guys would be interested in getting? Be honest.
This is what I wanted to say. I wanted to demo this exact experience here.
Let's all go into virtual reality.
Why am I talking about this aspect? Oh, that's so strange. Why am I talking about this aspect of the headset so much? And it's because I think this is what actually will be the future state of this product. I think this is what this is going to become ultimately. And I think that's just a much more interesting conversation, right? So I'm going to come over here and kind of just show you what I could picture this being used for, right? So if I'm over here in the kitchen, here, let's bring my windows back. Whoop, there we are. We're going to go to the closer version. All right. Here's what I think this would be useful for. I can stand here and I can go ahead and I can open up a recipe for chocolate chip cookies.
That's nice,
so
right?
Here it is, the recipe, and I can scroll through it without getting my hands dirty. I mean, I can use my fingers too.
Yeah, you look, you don't even got to get your hands dirty anymore. You don't even got to get your hands dirty anymore. You could just have everything in the air. You don't got to touch your phone. It's in your brain.
Or if I'm feeling spicy, I can make it a giant screen in front of me there. And then I can actually go into my drawer and get the sugar and the chocolate chips.
All right, that's enough of that. So it's like I was saying, they're inundating us with all of this technology and just giving it to us. Stuff that we would see in sci-fi movies and we would read about in comics and in books. They're just giving us this technology to the point where now you probably won't be able to live without it if you tried. And it's all about just getting you used to living a certain way, so that way when they pull it out from under you, they could be your savior and give it back to you, but under these conditions now. So now, for us living in this beast system, and our children who's going to be raised, or who are being raised under this beast system, and we're seeing all of of these technologies and these different things, showing up and being available to us every day, every single day, something new is coming out. How do we combat this? What can we do? And it's like some of us could be honest, some of us could be scared, some of us could be weary or don't know what to do. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is don't fold and don't fall for this. Yeah, all that stuff is cool, but at what cost? At what cost? We're getting closer and closer to these prophecies, where what we just read in Revelations is becoming a reality. Every day that passed, we're getting closer to it becoming a reality. I would have never thought in my life I would have heard a story of someone getting a computer chip implanted into their brain. I never thought that I would hear something like that. And for some of us, it may feel like there is no hope. Our back is against a wall. What are we supposed to do? And you know what it is, brothers and sisters? That's how they want us to think. They want us and they want our children to feel as if there is no other choice. And that's how a lot of people is going to get carried away, going to get caught up in their madness. That's how a lot of people is going to get caught. And we've seen this already. We've seen a test of this. Going back, and it's crazy that I'm even saying this. Going back 4 years ago. Can you guys believe that 4 years came and went just like that? 4 years ago, people could not go into a movie theaters. 4 years ago, you couldn't go outside. You couldn't sit in a restaurant to eat. 4 years ago, you could not walk into a mall. And I'm saying 4 years ago. And here we are 4 years later. And we've seen what they did already. They had the whole world in a tight hole where you couldn't move. Almost to the point where you couldn't buy and sell, right? Doesn't that sound like a setup for something else? They had the world in a state where you couldn't buy or sell. It's not that you didn't have the money. You had the money sitting there, right? You had the money sitting right there in your bank account. But you couldn't go and buy it because everything was closed. And that was 4 years ago. So now, and we've seen the pressures that they put on people, and they gave them the same verbiage. Hey, you know what, guys? We really wanted to be safe out here, man. Listen, we want everyone to be safe. If we can get enough people to drink this juice, we can open up the movie theaters again. You guys can go into the mall. But we want you guys to be safe. That's how they pitched it to us. We want you guys to be safe. And we want everybody to be safe. But in order for us to do that, we need enough people to drink the juice. And what happened? A lot of people drank the juice. For them to tell the world, you guys didn't really need to drink the juice. It's not even, matter of fact, scientifically, the juice that you guys drunk is not even scientifically proven that it works. But what you mean? We all just drunk the juice. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. So I could already see how they're going to do it for the mark. It's not going to be something that they're going to force anyone to take. Did they force anyone to drink the juice to be able to go back outside? Did they force anybody to drink the juice to be able to go into a mall or to be able to watch a movie that you could have probably watched on a jailbroken on a jailbroken Fire Stick? You could have seen that same movie that you want to go pay for on a jailbroken Fire Stick. Cody. But you wanted to drink the juice. One second. So before I open up the Zoom, I got the Zoom link in the chat. Let me put this up here. I'm gonna take calls for about 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes. Because I know some of you got a lot to say. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. But before I do that, I want to read this last passage as a word of encouragement to understand, brothers and sisters, the God that we serve. And they know the God that we serve. They know him. They fear him. They're really scared of him, but they think they could defeat him. And they think that their technology is going to save them. They think that they're going to be able to leave this earth. And here's how messed up these people are. Y'all responsible for destroying the earth, the very earth that we're living in. You live on it too. You're responsible for destroying the earth, but you want to leave it to go somewhere else. Why not fix this one that you're living on? Why try to leave? Where do you think you can go that the eyes of the Most High is not going to see you? So the God that we serve, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his name is Rawchaa. There's nothing for us to fear. We can go into the scriptures, and especially in the Old Testament, to see how our God delivered us time and time and time again. Let me read this. I'm in Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. What Moses said to the people? Fear ye not. So, brothers, there's nothing to be afraid of. Even up to the point of death, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that they can't do that if the Most High allowed it to happen, know that the Most High allowed it to happen. So even if they do try to do something, that was the Most High's plan anyways. So they still playing in the Most High's play. They still on the Most High's chessboard. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he shall show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. The Most High Rawchaa shall fight for you. It says the Most High Rawchaa, or the Lord, shall fight for you. And ye shall what? And ye shall hold your peace. And you, brothers and sisters, you got to be confident in the God that we serve. You have to have 100% faith that everything is going to be okay. And if you doubt That is on you. Our God told us to be strong and be courageous and be of good courage. Be of good courage. You guys know what courage means? It's no fear when it comes to courage. And the way I'm speaking right now, that's what they fear. Can you imagine if the whole house of Israel spoke the way we're speaking right now? Where we understand we don't need your technology. We don't need what you pushing in our face. We don't need what you're giving out. Because what our God said. What he said? Let's read it again. Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he shall show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more, forever. And then the Most High keep his word on that. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. That's not the beat I want to hear. This is the beat I want. Why is it playing two at the same time? Right? That's the beat I wanted, but it's acting crazy right now. But understand, brothers and sisters, that this is the God that we serve. Right? This is the God that we serve. We serve a God who will fight for his people. And best believe that our God is actually fighting for us. 1 second. All right. One second, brothers and sisters. I'm having some technical difficulties on my side. See? All right. All right. You know what? I'll come back to this a little later. Okay, there it goes. All right. So understand, brothers and sisters, that the same God that spoke that same word to Moses to tell the children of Israel while the Egyptians was beating down on them is the same God that's with us right now. And that's another thing too. They're afraid. They're afraid that our God is listening from the heavens. And not only is he listening from the heavens, he's also communicating with us. And that's the thing that's probably throwing their head for a loop right now. The fact that our God is communicating with us again. Because we're not supposed to know this information. We're not supposed to know what we know, but yet we know it. So, brothers and sisters, the chat is now up. Not the chat, I'm sorry. The Zoom link is up. Right? It's in the chat. I pinned it to the chat. So if you on YouTube right now and you're looking at the chat, click the link. It's pinned to the chat if you want to come in. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to have a quick conversation about this beast system. And what are you doing? I want to know, what are you doing to prepare for what's to come? They already got chips in people's brains, y'all. They already got chips in people's brains, or in one person's brain right now. And I feel like that's just the soft story that they're telling us. But I feel like they already had people. Who is this? All right. They probably already had people already with the chips in their brain long time ago. All right, so let me look at my participants. So I got Christopher first. So Christopher, you can unmute yourself.
Shalom, can you hear me?
Hey, shalom, shalom. What's going on, my brother?
I'm doing well, I'm doing well right here.
All right. So talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah, Deacon, it's like that. For example, when I see the video, I say, okay, this might be fake. This can't be true. This might be CGI. But then I was getting more videos about the Apple Vision, like for example the Apple Vision.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect this technology would come in this year, or it was like before I was into. I never thought about it. This kind of technology was here already. And another thing, I remember they bring a robotic dog over here where I live, and when the people see the robotic dog, it was like, wow, it's amazing. Oh, and
They brought a
like
what?
it.
What was the last thing you think? What was the last thing you said?
Oh, where I here where I live, I remember they bring a robotic dog.
Robotic
Those
dog.
kind of
Okay. Yeah.
yes, and everybody was like, wow, oh, they like amazed, though, so they like it, and they also put a title. If you want a dog, do you have it? I'm like, no, I don't want a dog crap.
All right, Christopher, let me ask you real quick. So what are you doing just to keep it back to the question that I posed, right? What are you doing to prepare yourself against this beast system? Let's start there.
The first thing is not to fear. The first thing.
It's not to fear. Okay.
And yes, I was always saying to myself, also my mother. I said, my mom, if I gonna do right, I rather die, but not sinning, and accept my death. Just or to prepare until the Christ come.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only option, because they always say technology can see good out there, but it's a trap. It's a trap.
Of course, and we see the trap. We see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us live, with it, so that way we can't live without it. But all praises be to the Most High that we got this truth, and we're preparing on this side, right?
Yes.
All right, my brother. So,
question, Deacon, before I go. Question.
Go ahead.
For example, when the persecution come, because they have those technology already, for example, the robotics. This is possible that we can, let's say, spiritual run for these things, because they made those robots.
A spiritual what?
To avoid, let's say, running, because they made these robotic events, so they're gonna persecute us. So how we can let's say, of course the Hamas is gonna help us, but how we can run for this thing when the persecution come?
Well, when these persecutions come, like let's say we're faced with the enemy at the door, right? Mm-hmm. Christ already told us, be harmless as serpents. Don't be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. So you gotta know your surroundings, and you gotta know when and where to act, right? So not every situation is gonna require you to be up in arms. Sometimes, like Christ said, agree with your adversary quickly. You agree with the adversary quickly, not to do anything compromising or immorally wrong, but an agreement to agree with someone would actually appease them from doing something that they probably have planned against you. So it's going to be case by case scenarios, situational basis. So you got to discern, depending on where you at, with who you're dealing with at that point in time, and understand that the Most High is going to also direct our paths.
Correct.
So no matter what you're faced with at that point in time, understand that the Most High is directing that path. He allowed that whatever situation that you would be faced with at that time, he allowed that to happen or to take place. So
right, because we cannot fight this thing. I mean,
no, we can't. And that's the reason why I read that scripture.
We're so fragile. Even a coconut can kill us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I read that scripture. That's why Moses had to tell the children of Israel the same exact thing. Be still. Sometimes you just gotta be still and let the Most High fight for you. And the Most High, and if you're on the right side of things, He's gonna fight for you. Understand that?
That's the only way.
Right. All right, my brother. So I'm gonna put you back in the queue because I got other people that I gotta call. But it was great talking to you, my man Christopher. All praises be to the Most High. I'm gonna put you back in the queue, my brother. Now let me get. Okay, I don't know who you are. I see a person named with the two things called XX. I don't know who you are, but if you have a microphone, you can unmute your microphone. But while you're figuring that out, I got my sister Danita Atkins in the house.
Hey, Shalom, D.
Shalom, what's going on, sis?
Nothing much. I was in here cooking, but I was sitting here listening to this lesson, and you made some good profound things for us to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that we need to consider, and just to answer your question, what are me and Zach doing right now? See, the point is, for us to prepare, right? So, if we're living in the inner cities and we're in certain areas where there's a lot of people and it's not secluded, because everybody's not going to be able to get their own, spot to get away and all that stuff like that. The point is to be able to survive from place to place.
Mm-hmm. Like pilgrims, right?
And, yeah. And if you have to pivot, knowing people is key.
Mm.
And this is the time that we all should be connecting and networking and, getting to know people on a different scale, different level, and know what to do in the time of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me saying that is like me and Zach, we've been, pretty much saving up different resources that we can barter with. If we had to
that.
If we had to go, we could barter with somebody and say, hey, can we stay here a couple of days until we can pivot somewhere else? There's things that, we actually can make. Me and Zach, the Most High blessed us to make things with our hands. So if we had to make something to stay with a family or to go places, we could do that. And it's not always about knowing what you have or having money and all that. It's knowing how to use the gifts that the Most High gave you in a time of trouble. And as quiet as it kept, because out of the family, me and Zach are the babies in our family. Everybody else is really looking and living in this world. We're not. So, of course, we know, like elders say all the time, if it comes to the end of the world, everybody's going to look for you. Well, me and Zach will be gone.
Yeah. And that's the sad part, too, because a lot of people they're going to remember, like, yo, wasn't that sister? Yo, Danita, she was saying all of that.
They'll be gone.
They're going to try to look for you, yeah.
So we are being harmless as doves, as the scriptures say, we're not really speaking on the things that we're doing, but we're really like just gathering our items, and we're really just storing up, a little bit of food that we need and things that we can live off as far as dry goods and all of that stuff. But we using what the Most High gave us and what we had. But definitely, like Brother Chris said, we not fearful, because we already seen this coming through scripture and through, our gifts as visionaries. The Most High speaks to us. So we kind of already knew. But we just enduring it, and we walking pretty much in the fruits of the spirit, and we just going on.
All praises. Just keep enduring, Khan.
Yeah.
And preparing at the same time.
At the same time. So while the world's going crazy and those around us is going crazy, we calm.
Khan.
So all praises to the Most High. I yield with that.
All right, my sister, bless you. Thank you for calling. I'm gonna put you back in the queue, right? But that she said some great points. I didn't even think about that. Just having things, building up your supply to the point where you have enough to barter. Because if you don't got that mark to buy or sell, you're gonna have to go back to an old bartering system. I like that idea. I really do. Appreciate you calling in, my sister. Thank you for that. I got Chris. Shalom, Chris. Just unmute yourself when you're ready. You in the queue.
Shalom, Dick.
Shalom, what's going on, brother?
What's going on with you?
Let's buy the best.
Yes, sir. All praise to Ahaya. The wonderful thing about this having this understanding of the Most High Ahaya by way of Yeshaya and having Rawchaa Das in our spirit. We're it's a chessboard, and that's why Christ said it's up to you to choose what side you want to be on, but you can't be lukewarm.
Yeah,
Satan he's gathering his army, whether people forbear or here, So if we what I'm doing is I'm making sure I'm stocking everything I need, but most importantly, Deacon, I'm making sure that I pray 3 times a day. I just got my son, my 8-year-old son. Savion. I just went and got him from a bad scenario.
You was telling me about that. All praises be to the Most High for that as well too.
Right, and Deke, because the crazy part about it, we have to have faith, family. We have to have faith. I did not know I was going to get him, Deke. I'm still waiting for the judge to make a decision whether or not I'm get my children or not. And he softened her heart, and had her, and I went to go get her during the Sabbath. I went to church, Deke, and I ended up going to get him while arriving to the church. She was saying I could come and get him. I told the brother, Matazadok prayed with me, and Hanak prayed with me, and I was on the road all the way from North Carolina to Baltimore to get him nonstop. And Deke, we on a chessboard. So our prayer, 3 times a day prayer, and investing in this truth, because we know this is the truth. So if you're not putting in this, you're moving to be a pawn. You know what I mean? When you could have been a rook, or you could have been a knight. You know what I mean? So keep the 3 times prayer and invest your time into the academy, into everything that Elder is doing, because he's doing this, and the churches, our church is doing this for what's to come. So the best thing that we could do is invest in something that we know that we're gonna need to depend on, like when they did the first pandemic.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was waiting for the church. So this is what we got to do. We got to make sure that we're building our kingdom in the physical right now, because that's going to show Ahaya and Yeshaya and our Heavenly Mother that we want this. And I yield with that, D.
Con.
Yes,
all praises be to the Most High. All praises, man. And
all praise.
Definitely
all praise,
give all praise to the Most High for, the victory that he's, with your children, man. I pray, I'm continue to pray for y'all and have you in my prayers, man. And hopefully I get to meet you at Passover, man.
Oh, yes, I met. Look, the crazy part about it, and since Cincinnati, no, Cleveland. I actually met you, and you gave me a hug. You walked by, and I met Hebrew Fresh. I met Kodam.
Yeah.
And yes, sir. And Sadaiwa. Everybody gave me this hug, like y'all knew me. This is my family.
Yeah, and, listen, we family. I'm telling you.
Right? Yeah, it was like a family union. Like we knew each other. And y'all gave me these hugs, and I was like, man, I am home.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And Dick, one thing, Family, check out, because we got the victory, like Deacon just said. Check out Barzell. He's a part of the North Carolina body. The song Victory gets me going. And let's stand on
Barzell?
it, and let's get prepared for this. Yes, sir.
How do you spell his name?
B-A-R-Z-A-R-A-L. Let me make sure I got it right. It was once.
Barzell. We got the victory.
Barzell.
You know what? I'm gonna play it before the broadcast is over.
Oh, praises!
We got the victory.
Yes, we got the victory.
All right, I'm gonna play that before we sign out.
Oh, praises!
Oh, praises! Yes, sir. My brother Chris, man.
Yes, sir. Love you, brother.
Yeah, love you too, bro.
Okay.
Shalom. Peace and blessings. Put
Shalom.
you back in the queue.
Yep.
My brother. Listen, man. The Most High is doing a lot of beautiful things for our brothers and sisters, man, throughout the four corners of earth. And this is how we know the Most High loves. And I love hearing, deliverance stories, victory stories, all kind of stories that people share of what the Most High have done, because it just gives us a boost of virtue and a boost of faith to continue to push in this fight, in this walk, understanding that our God is actually walking with us and fighting with us, right? Beautiful testimony. I gotta make sure I'm gonna play that song before we sign out, and I'm gonna go to the chat as well too. If like I said, I got the Zoom link out in the chat, but if you guys got a question and you want me to read it out instead of you calling in, I'll do so as well too. I see. I guess it's a side conversation. Yeah, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Another thing as well too. I want to mention this as well. One of the officers was saying this. This past Shabbat, right? Officer Roger was saying this. A lot of people have lost their jobs, right, during the pandemic, right, during 2020, and the Most High allowed a lot of people, or a lot of you guys, to receive those jobs back, or get better jobs, or find another job. And what he said, it should have hit home for a lot of people. The Most High didn't allow you, brothers and sisters, or all of us, to receive our jobs back. Though I'm talking about those who didn't fold under pressure, right? He didn't just let you get your jobs back for you to just sit back and be like, yeah, I got my jobs back, so we good. He gave it back to you to be able to prepare for what's to come, because that wasn't the end of what they got planned. That was just the beginning. And it was the beginning, and we not even near where they what they're gonna really do, and a lot of people was folding. So use these opportunities, brothers and sisters. Use what the Most High is placing before you to prepare for you and your household, to prepare for you and your house, because nobody's gonna come and rescue you and say, hey brother, hey sister, you guys need help. That may not happen for you. It might be a situation where you may have to go a couple of days, or we might all go a couple of days, weeks, or even months without any form of communication. Think about that, y'all. So have some type of strategic plan for the people in your respective areas that's in the body. Have a plan. And use what the Most High has laid before you to help you plan. Right? I'm going to just leave it there with that. All right, I still got this one person in the queue. Let me see who this is. If not, then it's Godspeed. And like I said, brothers and sisters, so if you have a mic, you can unmute yourself. If not, then it's Godspeed. Going once, going twice. All right. All right, so where are we right now? I said I was gonna play this song before we head out. Praise the Most High for this broadcast. Praise the Most High for this truth, and praise the Most High for family and friends in Christ, man. What you said the name was? I hope I'm spelling it right. 1 second, brothers and sisters. We got the victory. All right, let me see something. All right, so I have somebody here with an iPhone joining in. And as you get yourself situated and come on, I can't find the song that he's saying. If you can, put it in the chat. If you're still watching Chris, put his name in the chat, because maybe I'm spelling his name wrong. All right, you can unmute person with the iPhone.
Hello?
Hello, Shalom. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Shalom. I'm so glad I got in. I was literally seeing you about to close out. My name is DeKaylee. I'm from the Dallas body.
DeKaylee?
Yes.
All right, nice to meet you and nice to talk to you. Shalom.
Shalom. So, wow. First of all praise to the Most High. Awesome lesson.
All praises.
As you were just bringing forth this truth, my mind was going like 1,000 miles per hour. And I feel like the Most High is definitely putting this on all of our minds to be talking about this, to be preparing for this. But my question was, do we think that these phones or tablets or pretty much anything with a black screen or black mirror, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think in the show Black Mirror, it kind of came out that these were black screens in general were involved in like witchcraft. And I call them, me and my friend, we joke about it. We call it little portal pockets. But do we think that these could actually be something that's a form of the mark? And I say that because I looked up implant, and that comes from the word plant. And then I went into plant, and that comes from the words to sprout or to spread. And I was thinking, like, that's all we use our phones for, is to spread things, to get things sprouted into us, whether it's our mind, our eyes, and we carry it in our hand. It's implanted in our hand. I'm just thinking, like, man, like, if it were the phones, it would make sense.
All right.
Because we rely on it so often. And even when the Most High tries to show us signs, or whether it's a sign in the sky, or if he were to, speak to me in a burning bush, the first thing that we're going to do is pull out these phones and record it and post about it. And I feel like he can't even speak to us like he did back in, I was going to say biblical times, but we are in biblical times. But he can't speak to us like that anymore, because of our first instinct is to go and grab these phones. And now, we've, hey, well, the Most High's over here, everybody. Like, we've blown the cover.
All right, so let me put it to you like this. These phones and these tablets and these devices that we use, they're not what's called the mark. It's part of the system, but it's not the mark. All right. Clearly, let me go back to it, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it once again with you. I'm gonna read it with everybody else too. So I'm back in the book of Revelations. Revelations 13. Revelations 13. I'm gonna read it again, and it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand, or in their foreheads." And when you actually go into the Greek word. Do you have a Strong's Concordance?
I do.
So when you go into the Strong's Concordance for the word mark there, it's the Greek word which is called charagma, which is a mark or an etching in the skin. So it's something that's going to be implanted, right? And here's the kicker. Verse 17 in Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. So now in order for anything to be the mark, it has to have the power to allow you to either buy or to not be able to buy. So right then and there, if anybody is telling you, yeah, don't use it, that's the mark of the beast, the scriptures tells me that the mark of the beast is going to be something that's going to be implanted in me that I won't, without it, I won't be able to buy or sell anything.
Okay.
And not just that, people are even buying into the beast system by just believing in the ideology of the beast system. Let me show you. When you read up right here in verse, I'm gonna start at verse 12 in the same book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 12. And it says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwelleth therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So another part of the beast system is that people will actually worship this system. It would cause mankind to worship it like as a god, because of the wonders that it will be able to do. Like, think about it. You're sitting in your room and there's a chip in your brain, and now you could be in another universe somewhere, all in your mind. You could be sitting down in somewhere at work, but then you just think of a thought and you're like, yeah, you in a worship service somewhere in your mind. So the mark or the beast itself is gonna have the capabilities to make people worship it. And the fact that people are gonna be worshiping it, they'll do anything that this particular beast or this being asks me to do, because I trust the beast. I love the beast. I will worship it. So according to Revelations 13 and 12, it'll also have the power to make people worship it. So I doubt any of us is worshiping our devices. And I get what you're saying as far as we can't put these devices down. Some people can. And I think what's a good exercise for all of us is to probably fast from technology for a day or two. Don't even open up certain apps, or don't even, just leave your phone home. Turn it off for a day or two. Don't check no emails. Don't watch no TVs. So sometimes you have to actually detox yourself from technology to see how attached you really are. Because I could do without certain technologies, right? But it gotta be as far as what are you using the technology for. My main source of this phone is for communication. I don't play games on my phone. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that stuff. I'll look at news articles or whatever the case is, but I don't need to use my phone. And I'm in the profession that I do, I can't even use my phone during the day. So I'm kind of immune to not really using my phone all the time. I get screamed at for not responding to text messages. So, maybe you should try to fast off of certain devices. If you have a tablet, your phone, try to develop that type of practice so you could have that habit. So that way, when it's taken away, you're good with it. You're good without it. You understand? So okay. Yeah, but don't think that these devices is the mark. It's a part of the system, but it's not the mark. All right.
Okay, thank you for that, and thank you for those scriptures as well too. I'm driving, so I was able to catch certain parts of the lesson, so I didn't get when you pulled out Revelations 13. So
All right, no problem, no
thank you
problem.
for that. I appreciate it, and I wish you Godspeed. Thank you.
All right, bless you, sis. All praises. All right. I got 2 more people. All right. And I said on until 10:30. Let me just get this real quick. I got Jamel's iPhone. You gotta unmute. And then after these 2, I'm gonna play the song. I found the song. We got the victory, and then that's Godspeed. Shalom.
Shalom. How you doing, Deacon?
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, all praises be to the Most High. Definitely a beautiful lesson right here. I'll be quick. 2 things. First, I'll answer your question. What I'm doing to prepare right now is just obviously, making sure that we're stocked and things of that nature. But at the same time, when it all comes down to the wire, a lot of those stuff we're not even gonna be able to take with us when they come, So I know making sure that I'm preparing mentally and spiritually first before anything, and that's tied with the technology, making sure that we're spending an adequate amount of time with the Father rather than with this technology. Because if we were able to track our time, majority of people are spending more time on their phones and using their phones, which we have to do in the world we live in, but we're spending more time with technology than we are with the Father, because if you able to scale how many minutes you on your phone with how many minutes you're reading the Bible, it's going to outweigh with most people. So just making sure that I'm doing that and, being responsible and accountable in that aspect with myself. Because I feel like, honestly, with the Saints, so when it's time to leave, we're not going to be dependent on this technology, really. We're not going to be able to be on our phones like that. And they show
a lot of these phones
movies
and stuff like that is going to be paperweights. We're not going to be able to take them anywhere. Right.
Might as well throw them in the river. So hey, so I'm just that's what I say that I'm doing to prepare right now, mentally for when those things start arising. I don't think a lot of, whether it be the Saints or just people in general within any country, are really prepared for that when technology, like you said, becomes a paperweight to us. So and they so dependent on it, they don't know what to do with their lives without it. Without this phone, what do I do with myself?
Right.
Type of thing. So it's really sad. And I think he went live a few weeks ago. I think I brought it up, if I'm not mistaken. It was a book that I came across with Elon Musk. It was a reporter who followed him around for like almost a full year. And
what's crazy? It's funny that I didn't mean to cut you off, but he wrote his or his biography. I seen a video about that yesterday.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Ain't it crazy though? That book is crazy, especially when you look over the summary what the book is about. At the last sentence, it said, "Are the demons that drive Musk also what it takes to drive and innovate and progress?" Let me repeat that. Let me make sure I get that right. It says,
but he was saying
demons that drive. Yeah.
All his demons. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's crazy. So it's like they outright saying that, people are very naive. They'll think it's metaphorically, but they're outright saying portals to hell. They're outright saying demons. They're outright saying possession. So
it's like, what it is? It's like the spiritual realm has become so like mystified and like sci-fi. It's like people don't really think it's a real thing. So when they say it, they could just say it so loosely, and because they know that the average person is not in tune spiritually, so they're not gonna really like, oh, what are you talking about demons? What are you talking about portals? What are you talking about gates to hell? They're like, oh, that's like sci-fi movie type stuff. But we know, like, they're really telling us that this guy is dealing with demons. Like, what?
And like, we gonna, be very dependent on the Holy Spirit. And that's why I'm so keen right now in taking heed to the times we're in, because the Holy Spirit is what we're gonna be able to use in those times when it's time to leave. Like, we're gonna need that. And that's another reason why it's important to focus on the mental and the spirit right now, because the Holy Spirit is gonna be your best friend in that time. So indeed, and a lot of people so dependent on the technology, they've replaced the for the Most High. The Most High gives us our purpose, but technology gives them their purpose.
Mm.
You know, they don't know what to do without it. You know, they depend on Google and all that, which is cool to a certain extent. But you know, they're not looking to the Most High for answers. You know,
right? And it's like what the brother when Brother Chris, he called earlier. He was like, "Yo, we gotta tap into that prayer 3 times a day."
Yep.
Like that's like our only line of communication with the Most High.
Yep. Indeed. I agree 100%.
Well, definitely appreciate you calling, my brother. It's always a pleasure.
All praises.
All praises. Put you back in the queue. So after this, I got one more. You could I got Randy. You can unmute yourself.
Shalom's brother Randy.
Hey, Shalom, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I got a question on just hold on. I got a question on what if you try to have enough things to prepare where you need to borrow or something like that, and all of a sudden the things just started shut down and you don't have enough things to barter because you don't have enough money to get the things to barter.
Well, this is where one, you're gonna have to make do with what you already have, what you was already able to acquire and to stash away. So that means you're gonna have to really live portionably. Can't eat everything or just use everything all at once. You just gotta use discretion on how you use what you have acquired. Two, be familiar with the people in your body who's around you, so that maybe y'all could come up with a plan to help each other. Not saying, not saying, I don't got to worry about anything. You know, my brothers and sisters in Christ, they're saving for all of us. No, you got to have your own too. But if push comes to shove and you falling upon rough times, you know, get familiar with the brothers and sisters in your area so that they could be a help as well too. But right now is the time for you to be stocking up and to be preparing. The Most High has given you a job, you know, every week or so, put some stuff away.
Yeah,
the Most High will do the rest.
I got canned goods stocked away in my apartment, and I got some in my truck that I drive on the road.
Yeah, but
and plus, me and the brothers and sisters in my home body are planning on to get land.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, whatever you guys do, choose to do it wisely, right? And make that a discussion amongst yourselves, and you know, make sure you know everything is ironed out, so that way you guys are not hit with a rude awakening when y'all actually do it and things are not really in order. But that's definitely a good and great idea what you guys are coming together to do. And like, you know, the scripture tells us 2 is better than 1. So if y'all could come together and do something like that, that's beautiful as well too.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And I'm gonna I also got my bug out bag with me in my truck, and I got small bags of seed to plant with.
Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. I like that. I like that already.
So,
but continue putting stuff away.
I am doing the best thing I can do, preparing.
Gone. Yeah, but you know, don't look at it as, oh, I may not have enough. Trust me, the Most High's gonna make sure that you have enough. Most High's not gonna leave you high and dry unless you was just not preparing at all. Then that's just on you. And there's a reason why that parable is in that Christ gave that parable of the 10 virgins. 5 was foolish, and 5 was wise.
That scares me all the time. Every time I hear that, when I hear the lessons.
No, it shouldn't scare you, man. It should make you be like, you know what? Right. Listen, I got some work to do. Right? All right, my brother.
Yeah, and
Randy.
also, I do take care of my mother, which that's supposed to be charity. That covers a multitude of sins.
No, well, you shouldn't look at it at you as you taking care of your mother as charity. That's your mother. You taking care of her because that's your mother, right?
Yeah.
And not looking for nothing in return. Because when she was raising you, she ain't look for nothing in return. She was just raising you. You understand?
Come.
All right, my brother. So listen, I'm gonna put you back in the queue. It was great hearing from you. But definitely continue preparing, putting the right provisions away, right? All right, I got this last person here. Odyssey Riggs. And then that's Godspeed. I'm going to play the song that my brother requested. It's called Victory. I got it right here. You can unmute yourself. Shalom.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm at work, so my connection is kind of weird.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I just wanted to say great lesson. You brought out a lot of good points, and the video where he was saying like, we just randomly let go of demons. I was just like flabbergasted. Like, I'm not even surprised anymore, but I was like, wow, he really just said that. And, nobody's paying it any mind. Everybody's just going on like nothing's happening. But like you said, as long as you can go to the movies and, do stuff like that, nobody cares about, what's going on in reality.
Unfortunately.
But I'm sorry.
You said what?
I also wanted to say the last sister made a good point. I was like, wow, the way she broke it down, I never thought about it like that. That was an interesting way to think about it. And the joke about the pocket portals, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was really funny. But just to answer your question about what I'm doing to prepare, as far as technology, I just detox from my phone as much as I can. I don't really watch TV at all unless like the movie like Leave the World Behind, like those type of movies. Just like I watch my Facebook feed, and that way I know what's going on when the movies and stuff come out. But I never really watch TV, so all praises to the Most High for that. That's something that I don't have to, like try to break myself from. I wish we didn't have to use phones, like you said. Our phones is like how we communicate, with our family and friends, jobs and whatnot. But just like you said, don't play phone like games on your phone. I try not to play games on my phone. Sometimes I'll be at work and I'll be bored, and I'll just, see an ad on something and I'll just download the game just to play it. And I'm not gonna lie, the ads be getting me because it'll be like, it look interesting, but for the most part, I try not to be on my phone unnecessarily. And I also detox. I deleted my Instagram. I have Snapchat, but I barely use it because I don't talk to anybody on there. And just like Facebook, I make it my business to detox from Facebook at least 3 or 4 days out of the week, just to kind of separate myself. So when we don't have technology, it won't be like a big shock,
Yeah.
So, and then I also wanted to say, the sister from the first few calls, she made a good point because I wanted to start doing that. I just don't know like what to buy to barter, like what could I buy that would be like somebody could have use for it. Cause it's like, like people sell and trade iPhones and tablets and stuff like that. But I'm thinking maybe like they say gold and silver, stuff like that, like little necklaces or, like the last brother was saying, like a lot of the stuff that we buy, we won't even be able to bring it with us. So how will we, be able to carry stuff around to barter? That's been a thing. That's
I could put it like this.
Also,
I could put it like this. Like let's say you still shelter. Yeah, so it's like, you know, when something happens, they call it sheltering in place, right? You're still in your home, stocked up.
Mhm.
You know, everybody's in their house. You know, but there's no, you know, nobody is buying or selling anything in the stores. So whatever you have in your on your person in your home, that's what you're using. So you want to look at, when it comes to bartering, you want to look at things that's necessities.
Mhm.
In a situation where no one is buying and selling and you can't go nowhere, gold, to me, gold is going to be the last thing that's going to be of value for someone who's haven't eaten in 2 months. What I'm gonna do
Right.
with, what I'm gonna do with a piece of gold?
Right.
So
That's
when
what
it
I was thinking, like, was something of value
so
that I could use once we start, you know, moving around.
right, so
You
you
know,
would
like,
have to think about necessities. What are necessities? Antibiotics, painkillers, believe it or not,
water, stuff like
coffee.
that.
There's a
Hmm.
lot. There's a lot of people who coffee drinkers, wine. Like, there's a lot of things that you could use to barter with people who may not have what you have. You just got so you got think about stuff that someone could use. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Con.
So
Con.
yeah, you know, you want to stock up on silver and gold, fine, that's good. But if I didn't eat in 6 months, I'm gonna
What
look
is
at
that
that
gonna
piece of
do?
gold like, I don't need gold. What else can you give me?
Right.
I got a bag of rice. What do you have? Oh, you got some eggs? All right, so I'll give you this bag of rice for a couple of eggs.
You know, or I got this chicken broth. We could cook that together and eat it together or something.
Exactly.
You know, I say gold or silver because that's what, you know, that's what the elders say. They say, like, look for stuff you can trade, like gold or silver. But in the back of my mind, that was my logic too. Like, if nobody's eating, or if somebody's like in that scene, when the dad needed the medicine for his son because his teeth was falling out
Right,
and all of
yeah.
that stuff.
And he had the
That's what
money.
I was thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, cause, like, you know, in the beginning, like think about it like this before I let you go, right? In the beginning stages of of something going down, you know, people might exchange money because they thinking that, all right, I could have this money, and when everything comes back to normal, I'll have money to spend. But what if things don't come back to normal? That
True.
all of that paper dollars that somebody gave you, you might as well just use it to start a fire, because what are you going to use dollar bills for?
Right.
Right. So, you know,
That reminds.
so you
Mhm.
want to think about things that people going to need: medical supplies, food, you know, water, you know, things of that nature.
Con.
All right.
Now, when you say, and just one more thing, I just want to say that was funny when you said, what are they gonna use it for? Like, use it for a fire. That brings to my mind, I believe the scripture where it was saying like money will be useless, like people will be throwing it in the streets because it won't have any value.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
And believe it or not, that's already happening in certain countries. People are just throwing their money in the street because it's not worth nothing. The price of their dollars don't mean anything. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, my sister. So, you know, thank you for calling in. I'm gonna put you back in the queue. All right.
All right. Shalom.
All right. Shalom. Shalom. What time is it? All right. So, okay. All right. Last person. Last call. We got Queen Risha. If you could unmute yourself. If not, it's Godspeed. All right. Queen Risha. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and I also hear myself in the background too.
I know where I'm talking.
All right.
Because it came on quicker than I thought. Okay, I was just thinking about the young lady who just said she don't know what might be able to be bartered and traded. It's like you said, necessities. Like if she know how to bake or cook or make clothes, things that she can actually, like you said, somebody would actually need, and somebody will have something that she would need, because here we are preparing. Of course, I have plenty of canned food I can myself because I wanted to make sure I knew what is in the food. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to buy food from the store to can or to put in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? I've been stopped doing that years ago. But what I thought of, I remember what my mom used to say all the time when I was growing up. She used to always say, what you gonna do when they turn the lights out? What are we gonna do when they turn the lights out? Right? So I'm always been in a prepared mindset as far as keeping candles, batteries, camping gear for, you just got to have stuff, propane, you just got to stock up on things. So in case they do turn the lights out, whenever they decide to, you were prepared to still be able to survive.
Right.
And I had, like I said, I've been stopped buying canned goods from the store. I started buying frozen vegetables and things of that sort. But then as I was thinking about, like, what? If they turn the lights out, that means my freezer not gonna last that long.
Yeah. So you gotta resort to cans still.
Exactly. So I bought a bunch of jars, and started canning meats and everything and vegetables and just canning things, putting things away so we can have food. So when they turn lights out, electricity is out, power's out, you can even have solar, but if they using those weather machines and making it cloudy, you're not gonna get no sun. So you're not gonna have solar, So, that's what I was like, if I can just open up a jar of food, it's already cooked. Even I don't even have to warm it up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good skill to have. Learning how to can.
Yeah, and so and then like she may have like food, and somebody else in the body or somewhere, she might know they'll be able to make beauty products, things that she like soaps, lotions, things of that sort, and you can barter and trade that way, because actually we already do that here. In the Detroit body, we already
praise the Most High.
We money tight, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we barter and trade all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Praise him. Yeah. Listen, you might as well start the habit now.
Yeah, practice. That's what we're doing. We practice for the kingdom, right?
Con.
We're practicing for the wilderness. So we have to be ready. We got to raise our children up in that, and they got to understand that this is what might happen. This is what we're going to have to be able to do. You need to understand how to do things. You got to have some skills that somebody can use. You might not even have anything, but you got a skill. You can service somebody some kind of way.
And you know what you just brought to my mind?
Mm-hmm.
Like running drills in the home, like turn off all the power in the house and then just have a drill for the day.
That's a great idea.
Just have a drill for the day. Like, yeah, all right. So we're gonna act out this scenario if this was to go down. We got candles, and we're gonna just survive. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do for the day.
That's an awesome thing to do.
I might try that one day.
Yeah, having drills at the house. That is perfect. I love that.
You just brought that to my mind. Run a real time scenario drill.
So you can be prepared. You have to, train yourself, train your mind and your body to actually, how do you play football? How do you play basketball? How do you do anything that you want to be good at? You practice. So that's a great idea. I like that idea. I'm gonna use that myself. Hey,
yeah. I'm gonna make that a conversation. But I appreciate you for calling in, my sister. Greet everybody at the Detroit body for me. Hopefully one day I could come out there and
that'd
meet
be
y'all
an
brothers
awesome
and sisters.
thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put that on my list.
Thanks for a lot for taking my call. I know it was like way past the time.
Yeah, I know. I kept saying last one. You definitely the last one. All praises.
Thank you so much for taking me. Thanks for talking to me.
No problem, sis. Bless you, sis.
Bless you.
All right. Praise the Most High. Thank you all. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for all of you guys who called in. Right. And now, without further ado, I'm going to play that song to end the show, brothers and sisters. I really appreciate you guys coming in, right? All praises be to the Most High, brothers and sisters. You know, we at the finish line. Y'all see it. We at the finish line. They putting computer chips in people's brains, brothers and sisters. So we are definitely at the finish line. So right now is not the time to fold or buckle. So brothers and sisters, please, brothers and sisters, stay on that path. I know it's narrow. It's tight. But like it tells us in the Apocrypha, second Esdras, the road is so narrow and so tight, only one person could walk that road at a time. So walk that road. It's going to get tighter. But just try to your best to stay on it. Let Christ be your guide. Don't fold to this thing. I'm telling you. It's not worth it. But here it is. Victory by Barzell.
Corinthians 15:57. But thanks be to a higher who has given us the victory.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next week, Most High willing.
To cast down all the wickedness in my path. Now I operate strictly by faith. I wasn't born to burn in the lake. I got a solid wife and a holy gang, cause I got tired of the snakes. We going big for the Most High. All of that self-doubt can't fly. I got the confidence in the spirit that'll make a demon go fry. Blow that trumpet up in Zion as we press towards the mark. I got sealed for the kingdom, so I cannot take the mark. This for the elect of Yeshaya, praising the holy name of Ahaya. If you know you got the victory, then turn up your fire. Get your brother to the sky. We gon' rise up, praise to a higher till I die. Keep your eyes up. Devil think he gonna stop the flow. I'm too fired up. I ain't worried about a silly blow, cause we got the victory. Praise be to the one who can save us, breaking my soul out the matrix. I ain't falling for the tricks. All them tricks are for kids. I know who my father is, the name above all. Before him, every giant will fall. Call your God, he gon' tell you about him. Had they big kids drown in the fountain? Oops, I meant the flood. Just in case you forgot how we delivered Lot. Left Sodom in a burning pot that'll never heal. This that'll make a lame man walk. Don't believe me? Look at me. Washed clean like a white tee. No chains, baby, set free. Now the demons wanna compete. Do your worst, you ain't really about it. Wanna convince me to go backslide? If it was only me, you would win. But the Abba is on my side. I done let Yeshaya take the ride, so I cannot stop the fire. Get your brother to the sky. We gon' rise up, praise to a higher till I die. Keep your eyes up. Devil think he gonna stop the flow. I'm too fired up. I ain't worried about a silly blow, cause we got the victory. Old man looking thirsty, steady mad the day he lost me. I remember he used to use me, fornicating with spirits around me. Now the Holy Spirit is around me, and I know he can't handle that. Wanna bring me back to my old ways, bring me back to my old taste. I rebuke every disbelief, bow down to the mind of Yeshaya. All of that wickedness gonna burn up in a hot lake full of fire. I serve the living God, the maker of heaven and earth, made me from the dirt. I ain't got self-worth if it ain't praising the one who is worthy. He established the earth before me, created all the heavens around me. Can't nobody master his majesty, so to doubt him like blasphemy. He's the one that created everything and formed up everything. So when I praise him, ain't no holding back. I'ma give him my everything, boy. Get your brother to the sky. We gon' rise up, praise to a higher till I die. Keep your eyes up. Devil think he gonna stop the flow. I'm too fired up. I ain't worried about a silly blow, cause we got the victory. No matter what they throw at us, Israel, we got the victory. We have victory through our Lord Yeshua Christ. We got the victory. We have power in the name of a higher. We got the victory. Bahashem Yeshua Wawawak Hakadash. We got the victory. Lift your hands up and receive victory. We got the victory. The strength of the Most High to endure.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're now tuned into the Born of Levi experience.